How are you and welcome back. And today let's discuss about the key difference between AI engineer and machine learning engineer. But before I forget, this is the first video of our AI engineering mega tutorial. So if you are new here, then just subscribe and hit the notification bell so that whenever we post followers to this tutorial, you are not left behind. So without further ado, let's get right into the video. What is the key difference between an AI engineer and machine learning engineer? An AI engineer is someone who builds products using what has been built by a machine learning engineer. So machine learning engineer has the key role of training models and ensuring that these models are deployed so that they can be consumed by an AI engineer to build on top of what machine learning engineers have done and then ship to final consumers. The role of machine learning engineers in most cases is to collect data, analyze data, and then train models on this data, and then deploy the models. And then after deploying the models, they are not always responsible for ensuring that these models reaches the final consumers. These models might be, for example, large language processing models, computer vision models, and all the varieties of models that you can think of. But the main problems that an AI machine learning engineers always worry about is how accurate these models are. They may work with languages such as Python, with technologies such as Matplotlib, and any old school technologies with libraries such as sklearn and TensorFlow and PyTorch or something like that, or any other library like Theano, or anything that helps them to train models, mainly working with GPUs and libraries such as NumPy. So they are training the models. They're training the ground models, the models that will form the basis of what we're going to talk about in this video. They are very important, but mostly they are not always directly impacting the end user, because they are contributing to a subsection of what the end users will get, but they don't directly build applications that affect end user or end user interact with directly. That's why they are always working with major companies like Google, OpenAI, or Anthropic. They are the people who are responsible for developing the ground models. But then, what makes them different from AI engineers? An AI engineer now takes these models that have been developed by a machine learning engineer, and then they use them to build final products. An AI engineer is a web developer on steroid. They are developing web applications or mobile applications or such kind of applications. But in real sense, apart from developing just normal applications, they are also applying machine learning models to these applications so that the end user can get non-deterministic results based on what the user asks. So they always hook into different APIs provided by different companies that employs and train models in scale, such as Gemini by Google, Claude by Anthropic, or Meta producing Llama 3 models. AI engineers are responsible for connecting to these models and using them, pre-processing data, adding additional value, and building applications which are then shipped to final consumers. Because AI engineers are doing all this, they need to interact with some of the user-facing languages such as JavaScript or Python programming language, mostly not in the context of training models, but in the context of building Python-based web applications and maybe loading libraries for loading documents, preprocessing documents, and maybe speech processing, something like that. When they interact with all these documents and all these languages and on this chain of data processing and mainly information processing from the user, they always send information from the user. They like a relay, building an application that works as a relay, using different providers, different APIs from different providers, stitching them together and ensuring that the end user gets a better user experience. So they're mainly developing web applications, user interface, selling those applications, and ensuring scalability and reliability of these applications. So they may also work with vector databases, memory and normal databases, and anything really that they need, and agentic framework, building AI agents or something like that, including embeddings. And then with this, they are able to take what ML engineers have built, do some pre-processing, maybe using the applications and different programming languages, and then avail a final output or a final product that can be beneficial to the user. So they are very important for bridging the gap between what's really in the ML or AI field to what's really that the user needs. That is the key difference between AI and ML engineers. I hope this explanation helps you somehow to differentiate between the two. If you are new here, consider subscribing and hitting the notification bell and watching my other videos that I have discussed about, including AGUI, Model Context Protocol, and even the key programming languages that are very essential if you want to become an AI engineer. Our next video will be on AI engineering skill set and problems that they are working on, because this is the first video of the course of AI engineering mega tutorial. So if you're a beginner or an intermediate user or someone who is advanced in these fields and want to really master your craft in AI engineering, I will be providing free courses and tutorials on how to conquer this field. Bye now, guys. Until next time. Thank you.